All right, what's up, my friends? Hope y'all are doing all right. I tried to do the intro like 3 times, but my mic kept on muting for some reason. Anyways, you guys, hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you guys here once again. Long time no see. I've been very, very busy here over the last several days. I mean, really, since Nicole hit, we weren't able to really do any live streams. Honestly, I've been very, very busy hanging out with family and everything like that. But I'm glad to have you guys here once again. What's up, y'all? Hope you're doing great. I'm not wearing the NWW16 shirt. I have that in the washer right now, so we're just going to have to go off with the Cedar Point, Ohio shirt. Anyways, hope you're doing all right, my friends. Let's see here. Who is here for today? I seen Jenny. I was talking to Jenny. What's up, Jenny? Glad to have you here for today. We have ourselves AAW Storm Chasing. Blondie's here. Devin's here. Let's see. Jill's here. Rain's here. Travis is here. Let's see here. Blondie, I don't know if I already said that. Well, Blondie's here. Storm Chaser. Mia's here as well. What's up, you guys? Hope everyone is doing all right. Glad to have you guys here for today. So, anyways, let's go ahead and jump on into it. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. There's actually currently a winter storm that is ongoing across the Northeast. Unfortunately, we were not really able to warn you guys ahead of time about this system here because, like I said, I've been extremely busy here, hanging out with family and really hopping all over the place, and so I wasn't really able to do much. I can't do live streams during the daytime, unfortunately, because, the house is pretty loud and I'm kind of in the middle of everybody. So we can only do this at nighttime once everyone goes to bed, which is why we're here so late tonight. So here's the thing. So here on out, just before we move into this, I want to go ahead and say that on Fridays, Saturdays, we cannot do any live streams. Sundays through Thursdays, we do live streams at nighttime. So anyways, but yeah. Let's see here. Nathan says hello. What's up, Nathan? Hope you're doing all right. Travis says, hi, Andrew. I missed you. Missed you too, Travis. Missed all of you guys. Absolutely. Marco says 71 and humid. Yeah, especially down in Florida, it kind of sounds like what it's like, honestly. Let's see. What's happening with me, Andrew? Just busy, pretty much. I went through Nicole. That was pretty fun. That was pretty interesting. I tried to do a live stream for you guys, but it did not turn out too well, unfortunately. Anyways, let's see here. Morna says, good day, Andrew. Love watching your crazy weather. Well, Morna, glad to have you here all the way across the pond. Absolutely. Glad to have you guys here. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on into it. We got a few things to discuss. Right now, as mentioned before, we do have a winter storm that's kicking off across the Northeast here, delivering some snowfall across portions of northeastern Pennsylvania into portions of New York State. Also, a lot of the Northeast. We're talking Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Let's see, AAW Storm Chasing with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much there. It's super greatly appreciated. And actually, Jenny donated as well. Once again, Jenny, thank you so much from that. I already gave Jenny a thanks, but big shout out goes to you, AAW Storm Chasing, as well as Jenny. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for that. Saying hello, guys. Andrew is the best. You better sub. Well, thank you so much. That seriously means a lot to me. Let's see. Am I getting snow in Florida? Nope. Not getting any snow. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be a cold winter for everybody. That's what I was forecasting. I told you guys that we're going to have a big old pattern shift here. Let's see. Broadway also donating. You guys, thank you so much for that. It's super nice of you. Broadway, big shout out goes to you as well. So Jenny, AAW Storm Chasing, and Broadway, thank you guys so much for that. It's super sweet of you. Very nice of you. But yeah, a lot of heavy snow. Really starting to see some nasty snow lines. Moved right in towards Albany. You know that? You can kind of see right in here. This is the heart of Albany. You see these darker blues? That's showing us that there's a lot more heavier snowfall that's actually occurring across the way. So we are seeing some pretty heavy snowfall kind of towards Winota, towards let's see here. Roxbury. There's kind of some of these areas are pretty hard to understand or pretty hard to pronounce over here. Neversink. Just some of these areas here, these darker colors. That's really showing us that we are seeing some, starting to see a lot of heavy snow. So that could honestly be concerning for short-term accumulation. In regarding to a lot of accumulation over a short period of time, which inside of those heavier snow bands. So what we're going to do in this, we're going to be doing, guys, in this live stream, we're going to be talking about the models and what it has to say, stuff like that. Let's see here. AAW donated again. AAW, thank you so much for that. Super generous of you. And Megan became a tropical stormer for 6 months. That's a half a year, Megan. thank you so much, you guys. You all are super, super sweet. Thank you for your kind support, y'all. Wow, big shout out goes to you guys. Once again, AAW, thank you once again for the kind donation. And Megan, thank you so much, saying the best people on earth. Love y'all. You too, Megan. Thank you so much for that. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Anyways, AAW Storm Chase says, hey, yo, what's up? Once again, thank you so much for that. Super great. Super generous of you guys. Just know you don't have to do all that, okay? Just know that being here, you guys, it means a lot to me. So thank you once again. But like I was saying, if we take a look here at the previous runs here, you can see a lot of this heavier precipitation moving right here towards Albany. Honestly, we could see some, or those rates of snowfall is only going to increase as this band moves more northeast. So that's kind of what we're talking about here for the most part. So, but what I was saying is what we're going to talk about here in this live stream is we're going to go over the totals and what we can expect out of this snow and regarding to, what's going to happen down in the time in the future. There's a few things we got to talk about here, y'all, because it's been a while since we've been live here for you guys. So let's go ahead and take this over here to the models, y'all. So we're taking a look at the northeast here. This is the, actually drag this back in time there, just to give you all an understanding of when the storm is going to be rolling out and when it's going to be moving towards your local area. Now, as a disclaimer, I want to go ahead and say this is one in particular model. In this case, we're using the NAM 3-kilometer model just to get an idea of around what time the winter weather is going to end, okay? So just kind of around that time. So anyways, but we're starting off here, the current time now in the Eastern time zone. You can actually see the time right here. This is Eastern time, by the way, in the top right, which right now it's 10:39 Eastern. But what's going on here is we're going to go ahead and switch down in the time a little bit, kind of around midnight here. You can see a lot of that snow is starting to kind of exit across northeastern Pennsylvania. A few little showers are possible across the northern stretch according to this model. Like I said, this is not approximate. This is just to get an idea of what could happen with all the snow. But anyways, regardless, the snow is going to continue overnight here. Actually, during the day, quite a bit here for tomorrow. There's a possibility for some heavy snow bands across portions of northern Maine, as you can see according to this model, potentially throwing the possibility of some rapid accumulations out of some of those snow bands. Once again, you can see where it's darker there, just below the timestamp, kind of shown around the afternoon hours here tomorrow. Right there at noon, potentially showing some heavy snowfall across portions of like northern Maine. That's really kind of something we might need to watch out here for. But yeah, the colder air is going to be blasting behind it too. A few little snow showers will be possible across the Ohio Valley here for, pretty much into the 16th. So tomorrow morning across portions of the Ohio Valley, and pretty much lingering all day. Honestly, that colder air that's back in behind it really throws out that possibility, or really throws that possibility of some snowfall, of a few little bands there. But nothing too heavy in regarding to these guys out here. Just a few little flurries, maybe a light accumulation, dusting to some storms, depending on how fast the snow is falling and how long it lasts for, will really determine how much snow you're going to be getting. So, anyways, now let's talk totals, because I'm sure you guys are wondering just how much snow we're talking about. We're going to look at the few models here. We're going to start off with the GFS. This is the Global Forecasting System. And then we're going to look at the official forecast regarding the most educated prediction in regard to things. So first off, we need to look at guidance from the models just to see what they're talking about and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and drag this back. We're going to drop down the previous one. That first one's not quite done yet. So we're going to switch over here. I didn't mean to do that. Switch to the northeast here and switch over towards precipitation. So here we go. So here's the snowfall accumulation according to this model. So honestly, really not bad. We're seeing, it's not something that they've never seen before across the northeast, but I tell you what, it's definitely a decent snowstorm. Look at this, we're possibly seeing up to just below a foot for the most part, maybe a few little areas maybe breaking that foot boundary, but once again, this is one model. This is, definitely not too accurate just to look at one model in particular, but you can see, well over a half a foot across a lot of areas here, especially towards the eastern, the heaviest, according to this model in particular, across eastern eastern New York into Vermont and New Hampshire and even northern Maine. Like I was saying, northern Maine could locally see the highest. Like I was saying beforehand, and what the NAM model was talking about, we just looked at here a minute ago, is that the northern portions of Maine, kind of for tomorrow, we could definitely see some heavy snow accumulations across those areas due to, heavier snow bands. We take a look here back at the NAM 3-kilometer model, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. You can see it once this storm exits. You see how this darker blue happened here in northern Maine? That's showing some really heavy pockets of some very, very heavy snowfall. So that could really be a concern. I mean, that could really throw the possibility of like rapid accumulations, like I said before, over the next little bit, kind of starting to happen just before noon, and really cranking there in the afternoon hours there. And you can see that pink there. That's kind of the mix line between like rain, snow, and sleet. That's kind of the wintry mix zone and stuff like that. So, anyways, though, absolutely crazy. It definitely is really nice to look at. But the storm's going to be mostly out of the region. What I mean by out, I mean by exiting northern Maine, kind of expected by late tomorrow evening as of this model, kind of around 10 o'clock, but times will vary in reality because no model is perfect. But anyways, like I said, here we're going to take a look here back at the accumulations. I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's a lower resolution model or lower resolution view from the GFS. Obviously not high quality like the one we just looked at, but showing relatively the same thing. Low pressure system scraping the northeast here, delivering a lot of snow across northeast and moving up and pulling through. But like I said, tomorrow as well, it's going to be possible we could see some snowfall, across those portions of like the Ohio Valley. There's going to be a few little, remainders of some snow that's going to be happening across those regions there. So like I said, nothing really too crazy for those areas in regard to accumulation out of these, but locally you could have a little bit, but for the most part, I believe a lot of these areas here, especially like the blacktops and on the roads, it's still pretty warm. So that's just something we're going to need to, definitely watch out here for. Anyways, but that's what's going on there. That's what we're talking about. So back over here towards the accumulated snowfall, like I said, most the heaviest kind of for eastern New York, according to this model, Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern Maine. Especially northern Maine, kind of what I'm watching out for the heaviest snowfall. Now, regarding to the we can't look at the European model. I'll tell you what, though. We're going to switch over to these models here. This might be the best way to do this. If I switch over to the European model, it's going to be cut off there. Let's see how best we can do this. Okay, we can possibly... I'm working on it, y'all. Trying to get a good view of the European model. If I can get it. Let's see here. Regional, United States, Northeast. There we go. Okay, that's better. Anyways, let's see here. We're going to take a look here at the overall snowfall accumulations regarding the European model. So let's take a look here at the 10-to-1 ratio. So here we go. So last model, as we talked about, the heaviest snow was across, once again, New York, eastern New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern Maine. Really actually quite impressive. Really kind of agreement is happening between the two models. So yeah, so not quite a foot is expected. You can kind of see if we take a look here at the latest GFS model. You can kind of see how, there's a lot of trends here, really showing eastern New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and especially northern Maine with those heavier snow bands expected to kick off, kind of for, like I said, kind of for like the afternoon hours. Like I said, the afternoon really across northern Maine is kind of really going to be kicking. So definitely there is some agreement with that. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty impressed with it. Models are doing great so far from what it looks like. Regarding the... hey, even the Canadian model, this is the GDPS model, showing the same thing. So I would say that this is fairly trustworthy. Yeah, this is pretty trustworthy data coming through here. So not really a foot is expected. No, not really any areas as of now expected to reach a foot. But like I said, potentially well over a half a foot, over 6 inches of snow is possible across eastern New York, especially Vermont, New Hampshire, and like I said, especially Maine, northern Maine. It's got to watch out for this, for those heavy snow bands, as we actually did discuss here just a second ago. Which let me pull up really quick one more time for my friends just joining us. You can see here's the main timing. Time's on the top right if you want to follow along in the Eastern time zone here. And you can see how there's a lot of dark blue really starting to pop up kind of around the early afternoon hours. So definitely is something we're going to need to watch out for. Let's see. Hello, Andrew, says Liam. What's up, Liam? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you guys here. Once again, like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been able to be here for a while. I've been extremely busy lately. A lot of things going on in my life. After being impacted by Nicole, Tropical Storm Nicole when it hit me. Wasn't too bad, but it was pretty interesting to go through. It's pretty fun. Tried to go live for you guys. Didn't end up so well. Some of you guys were there. It was also very, very early, so I'm sure a lot of you guys were sleeping. But yeah, absolutely. But we're here now. That's all that counts. But like I said, once again, we're not going to be able to be live here on Friday nights or Saturday nights. It's only Sunday nights through Thursday nights we're allowed to be live here. So, and it's going to be at nighttime, kind of around 9 o'clock. The reason we're a little bit late today is because, basically the house is pretty busy and, everyone just went to bed, so now's the time to go live. Anyways, but that's kind of why I'm talking a little bit low as well. Let's see here. But once again, thank you all for joining us. Hope you're doing well today. So I tell you what, now like I said before, we're going to take a look here at the official forecast here from the Storm Prediction, or from the National Weather Service. I don't know why I said Storm Prediction Center. But here we go. So we're going to take a look here at the official forecast and regarding to snowfall across the northeast here. We're going to drag this up to the northeast. And we're going to switch over to this scene so you guys can see it. So here's the overall gist. So like as we saw before, with the models and everything like that, the plan was heavy snowfall across portions of eastern, New York. It's going to zoom out a little bit. I can't really get the perfect view here. It's a little bit difficult, but like I was saying though, heavy snowfall, according to those models, was across eastern New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and portions here of, Maine here. Like I said, obviously Maine is really looking like y'all are going to get something pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and exit out of that, whatever that is. But yeah, like I said, over a half a foot, but not quite to that foot ground. So AEW says I have to head out. It's late. Bye guys. See you later. Thank you for joining us, and once again, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Absolutely rock, you guys. Megan, Broadway, AEW, and Jenny, thank you guys for supporting the channel. You all absolutely rock. You guys seriously are amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are greatly appreciated here on the channel. Like I said, I care about every single one of you guys. No matter who you are, you all are amazing. So thank you so much for hanging out with us today. But I just want to do a little touch up here on this one system. We'll do a quick little briefing really quickly. Let me pull back up my main screen. But I'm going to drag over a window here just to kind of show you what's going on. We're going to look at the Storm Prediction Center, just see what's going on over the next few days regarding any activity. Let's see here, tomorrow, or today, I should say. Nothing going on. A little bit of thunderstorm on the east side as a cold front advances through. Tomorrow, nothing. And looks like Thursday. Yep, no severe weather is expected for the next 3 days. I don't think there's anything in the extended range. I haven't heard anything about it. Nope. Yeah, we're looking pretty quiet, not going to lie. The tropics next. Let's see here really quickly. The Eastern Pacific, or in the Atlantic first. Nothing in the Atlantic. Doesn't look like it. Eastern Pacific looking pretty good. Central Pacific, yep, pretty quiet. So tropics and storms are pretty quiet right now. The last thing we're going to do here tonight, y'all, is we're going to look here one more time at the GFS just to kind of see if there's anything on the horizon in regarding to the models here. So here we go. So we're going to track our way down in time a little bit. Obviously the models, you can't just trust one, so we might look at another one if something happens. But first of all, system driving through, cold blast coming from behind it, bringing some cold air for the region. High pressure looks to be prevailing for several days now. You can see our next possible system kind of develops here for you guys can't see that, or it's kind of cut off there, the 23rd from what it looks like. So still several days out. So I tell you what, guys, I think we're actually heading into a pretty dry period for the most part. I think we are seriously heading in for quite a dry period. Like I said, there's hints of a possible or possible next system happening kind of around the 24th, but that's still pretty far out. There's no way to be approximate. So you guys enjoy your pleasant weather over the next little bit. It's still going to be cold because, fall-like temperatures. I mean, we're heading into winter. It'll be here before you know it, y'all. A little bit more than a month to go before it's winter time. I think a month and 6 days, I believe, until we are officially in winter. So it's coming. And like I said, a lot of you guys have been experiencing some pretty chilly temperatures across the way. They've definitely plummeted in the last several weeks. So it's really heading down south that way. But anyways, one last thing here, the ECMWF model. This one doesn't go out as far. But also really agreeing in the fact that there's going to be a lot of prevailing high pressure. Yeah, so there's really not much hints of any activity happening. No severe storms, no tropical activity. A lot of sunshine, it looks like, across the country for the next several days. So that's actually great news for a lot of us. And honestly, there's really nothing to talk about anymore because I think we about covered it all. But like I said, tomorrow we're going to be going live. We're going to do a little update, see if anything pops up on the models. We'll be giving you guys potentially first portional forecast if you'd be interested in that tomorrow, and everything like that. But all right, my friends, well, like I said, quick little live stream today. Just wanted to go ahead and say hello and tell you guys that I'm still alive, I'm still here, and stuff like that. But once again, thank you all for joining us. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your night. Hope you guys stay safe out there. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. We have our Twitter, we have our Discord, all that stuff. Recommended join our Discord, y'all, down in the description below. If you'd like to check out our cool merch, stuff's down there as well. And all right, well, I think that's going to wrap it up here tonight. Once again, before we head off, as I usually do, a big shout out goes to our donators today. Big shout out goes out to Jenny. Once again, the first of all, Jenny, thank you so much once again for that in the beginning of the live stream. AAW, thank you for supporting the channel as well. You guys absolutely rock here. Broadway, Megan, and just thank you guys for supporting the channel. You guys are the best. Like I said, the reason we're not live that much longer is just because there's really not much happening other than this little winter system we already talked about. I mean, it's about all we got going on right now. So, like I said, less than a foot for a lot of these areas here. Mostly the heaviest accumulation on the eastern portions of New York. Like I said, Albany, like I was saying at the beginning of the live stream, big old heavy snow band heading towards Albany. That's kind of why eastern New York is set to have some heavier snowfall, is because this specific band is going to be pushing a lot more snow. So that's kind of what we're talking about. That's kind of what we are seeing here. But anyways, my friends, I think that's going to wrap it up. We'll do another update tomorrow night. I'd say around 9 o'clock or so. So should be pretty good. Hope to see everybody there. Thank you so much here. Let's see here. We love you, NW106. You too, Jenny. Andrew, when do I think do I think the tornado season's over? Tornado season's been over for a long time. I don't know what you're talking about. Travis says, nighty night, Andrew. Love you, bro. You too, Travis. Thank you for joining us. Tanner says, I value his content. Thank you so much, Tanner. Greatly appreciated. After live stream, you talked about something, says Devin. Okay, sounds good. And alrighty, guys. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your night. And alright, guys. I'll catch you all here for tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Please stay safe out there.
Wind was northeast at 12 miles an hour. At Great Eagle Island, wind was northeast at 25 miles an hour. At Fisher's Island, temperature was 39 degrees. Wind was northeast at 12 miles an hour. Here is the official National Weather Service forecast for eastern Long Island. Tonight, rain, breezy and not as cool with lows in the mid-40s. East winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts up to 35 miles per hour after midnight. Chance of rain near 100%. Wednesday, cloudy with rain in the morning, then partly sunny in the afternoon. Breezy with highs in the upper 50s. East winds 20 to 25 miles per hour, becoming northwest 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 30s. West winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-40s. West winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly clear in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 30s. West winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-40s. The offshore waters forecast for south of Long Island between Montauk Point and Sandy Hook out to 1,000 fathoms. Tonight, east to southeast winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 4 to 8 feet. Rain. Wednesday, west winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 6 to 10 feet. Rain early, then chance of showers. Wednesday night, west winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 6 to 10 feet. Thursday, west winds 20 to 30 knots. Seas 6 to 11 feet. Slight chance of rain. Thursday night, west winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 5 to 9 feet. Friday, west winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 4 to 8 feet. Friday night, west winds 20 to 30 knots. Seas 4 to 8 feet. Saturday, west winds 15 to 20 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet. Saturday night, west winds 15 to 20 knots, diminishing to 10 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 6 feet. Sunday, west winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 5 to 8 feet. Sunday night, west winds 20 to 25 knots, becoming northwest. Seas 6 to 10 feet. The offshore waters forecast for south of New England between the Great South Channel and Montauk Point, out to 1,000 fathoms. Gale warning. Tonight, east to southeast winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet. Chance of showers early, then rain. Wednesday,